First time I've ever encountered this. So this is someone else's weed whacker here, Stihl weed whacker. It starts right up, but I didn't realize when I started it that a squirrel had chewed the, first the squirrel tried to chew here and then chewed, I guess got content with that. Well, that's the shut off. So I had to let this thing run out of gas. So I'm gonna fix it today. It's an easy fix. Take everything apart, replace the wire, solder in a new wire, tape. If I got enough electrical tape, I'll tape all this up because I don't have a new whatever this is. So I've taken the cover off and I've discovered and got all the tape off that was over here you saw earlier. I've discovered someone made a the squirrels have been at this once before. Someone discovered it and made a half-assed repair, and the squirrels took the wire that they repaired the job with because that was underneath this tape. And so I have wire right here, cut up to the proper length. I got my soldering iron. I'm gonna clear this back, solder it in, tape it up real good, and tape all this up real good, and ask the owner not to store this outside anymore and store it in a shed that he actually has. So understand the logic behind why I'm using this particular wire right here. All I'm doing is just matching the gauge pretty close. It's what I have. This is remote power wire, and it's extra what I happen to have. So I didn't find it necessary to go buy some yellow wire because I didn't have any. I was looking around, so I'm using what I got. It matches the gauge. Like I said, this is now warmed up. I'm going to solder it in, and then I'm going to go find some heat shrink, and I'll clean this all up. I need to pull the plug, clean it up, make sure it should be gapped right because it started right up and ran forever because I had to wait for it to run out of gas. And I pulled that out. I'm going to give the carburetor a good cleaning too. A little bit of solder. You only need a little bit to make the connection. It's enough to hold the wire in place and create a solid connection between for the electricity to flow. Next, I'm using the heat shrink I got. I have to cut this up a little thinner because this is for large, so I got to cut this in half. So I'm going to do that off camera, and then I'll put the heat shrink on and I got to use a torch. Oh, so my oversized shrink wrap is in place. I used very carefully, torched it down using my pliers here and my torch. Took me a few minutes so I didn't burn myself because, you know, not OSHA approved, right? So I'll finish wrapping this up. I still got to pull my plug, clean it, and squirt some cleaner in there in the carburetor. Find my two-stroke gas, which probably right up there with my chainsaw. Whoosh. And we'll start this up and see if I can shut it off again. Ha. So since my heat shrink is so thick, I had to cut it, you know, of course, and then I rolled it around and I carefully closed the gap onto the this stuff, which is a plastic that nothing sticks to. And then while it was hot, I took my electrical tape and wrapped it around so the electrical tape will bond to the heat shrink and then will not unwrap itself. So got the spark plug pulled. Whoosh. That's exactly how it looks when I pulled it. I'm going to clean it, WD-40 it. Got a little wire brush right here. Whoosh. Clean it up. Just slide my little gapper in there and slide it back out. Make sure the gap stays, you know, because it fired right up, like I said, when I first started it, and just wouldn't die. Because so now I need to get this cleaned up, so make sure the button works now. Yay! All right, it's all clean. Look at that. It looks like almost brand new. If I keep brushing, I can get in between the threads there and get the rest of the black stuff out there. But as long as the diode, you can see the natural grayness of the diode. It's supposed to be, I still got a little bit more to do. But that's the effect. I mean, you saw how it looked when I pulled it out. Just that little bit of WD-40 and that little wire brush. So I hit it with a little brake cleaner to clean everything off. Look at that, almost brand new. It's gonna go right back in. I'll finish cleaning up the throttle here, put a little bit of gas in it, and we'll fire it up. And I'll try to do a camera shut off. Camera turn on, camera shut off. Here we go. Okay, no gas in here. It's all together. I got the wire running inside instead of outside how I found it, because that's why the squirrels took it. Someone had repaired this once before. Now I did a much better job repairing it, and hopefully I will recommend that he store it inside the shed over there, and because the squirrels will try to get at it again, because I didn't take everything apart and run this all the way down. I just repaired and covered everything what was necessary, keep costs low. No gas in there. I'm about to start it with a 51 ratio for this 2-stroke motor. You'll be the first to see me put gas. All right, we're going to pour a little bit of this gasoline here in my 51. I'm going to start it up here. I'm going to start just enough to start it. This has got stable in it, so that's why the color. And I've been using it to keep my chainsaw nice and working. Shake it around here. There we go. Got fuel. Systems check. Let's see here. I'm going to set you right here. Stay. All right, now for the shutoff. Let's see if this works. Yes! That's how it's done.